muffin, and then I put on some garlic. Just got out of the 6 a.m. yoga, and oh my gosh, it was tough this morning. I haven't woken up that early in forever, and I used to be a 6 a.m. workout person, but lately, because Miles is not an early riser, so I've noticed myself not getting up, and it's not great. So I got to the 6 a.m. I also have noticed, and I knew this about myself, but if I just, once my alarm goes off, I get up immediately, I'm more, like I'm less tired almost. And it didn't help that last night I was trying to go to bed early. I don't think I fell asleep until like probably 1. Because Miles was up, he was like moving around, and is that a D-bar? They put a D-bar over here? They have some good stuff over here. But it doesn't help that Miles does not go to bed early, and he's like tossing and turning, and I have such a hard time falling asleep, and I'm a light sleeper. So I did not get a lot of sleep, but I'm hoping that since I'm doing like a full day today, that I'll be super tired tonight when I go to bed. I didn't sweat as much in that class as I usually do. But yeah, so I'm going to try to go to bed again tonight early-ish and see if I can actually fall asleep, if I'll be tired. I have like a busy afternoon, and I'm getting out of the house. Yesterday I was in the house all day, so that might also have caused me not to be able to fall asleep right away because I wasn't super tired. But like I said, setting my alarm and just getting up right away really helped. And then that yoga class was actually pretty good because it wasn't too crazy because I was so tired during it, but now I feel awake, which is great. But I know, so like the morning routine that I'm gonna do today is probably gonna look a little different in the next month and a half because we're getting the puppy on January 11th, and Miles and I are kind of trying to figure out like what our schedules are going to be. So I think at the very beginning stages of getting a puppy, it's every 2 weeks they have to go every 2 weeks. I'm clearly still half asleep. Every 2 hours, the puppy, when they're really small, is going to have to probably go to the bathroom because their bladder is so tiny. And so I'm gonna try and be morning shift. Miles is going to be night shift. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is wake up around like 5:20-ish. I know, weird time, but I'm trying to squeeze in as much sleep as possible. So I'm going to try and wake up around 5:20, play with the dog for about 20-30 minutes before I leave for my workout. So I'll like take the dog out, play with him a little bit, and then go to my workout, come back, feed him breakfast probably, and like entertain him for a little bit more. And then Miles will probably usually get up around 8-ish, 8:30, and he'll already have been up and at him for the day. And so I'm gonna try and entertain him for most of the morning, and then like I said, Miles will be night shift, so I'll try to be in bed by 10, asleep by 10:30, 10:45, and yeah, so it's gonna look a little bit different. I feel like also in the summer, like this is why I'm doing a winter morning routine versus a summer morning routine, because in the summers I really want to walk the dog. So I want to go out on a run and then walk the dog when I get back. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking so slow right now because I'm gathering my thoughts. And usually I'm more sharp in the morning, but I feel like since I haven't been getting up this early, it's taking a little longer. But yeah, so the summer and winter routines will be different. I'm obviously still gonna walk the dog in the winter. It just might be later in the morning. Since it doesn't really, the sun doesn't really come out till like 7-ish, and then it's freezing. Like right now, it's not bad actually, it's 30, but like in the winter it'll be freezing. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to head home and immediately shower. If I was lifting, I probably would wait a little bit before I showered, but because yoga makes me so sweaty and gross, I need to immediately rinse this off. And I blew out my hair 2 days ago, but it's already so gross from yoga that I'm gonna just blow it out again today, because I have a class today at noon, and then I'll probably, I don't know, I don't really know what we have for the afternoon yet, but I have my morning planned out, so don't you guys worry. Trying to stay hydrated. I really like yoga because I feel like it's just so relaxing, and I'm such a spa person. I grew up going to the spa because my parents used to own a Woodhouse Day Spa, and like going to get massages and facials, and I just really like the Zen part of all of that, and I think that's really why I like yoga. And also I have pretty bad hips because I played competitive basketball for so long, and like when I mean competitive, I mean was waking up at 5 a.m. before school to go practice, practicing after school, playing in different clubs. Like one year I played on a club team where they took our phone. We didn't have a phone for the entire summer, and we were traveling all throughout the country, like barely talked to my family type deal. We would get our phones if we won the game for like 5 minutes at night. But my point is that, oh, I have really bad hips. So yoga, I noticed, was like the best that I ever felt, because if I go on runs or if I do anything like hard on my hips, then I can feel it for like a week. My hips are just in pain for a week, or when I go to bed I can feel it. But when I do yoga, it stretches those muscles. I did go to PT for a little bit for my hips, and a lot of it was like yoga stretches anyways. Oh my god. Jesus. So I just noticed that yoga is probably the best for my body. And turning 27, not that it's very old, but turning 27, I'm really trying to take care of my body. Even though I ran a half marathon last year and I really want to run another one, probably not great for me, but doing it anyways. But anyways, I just got home, so I am going to run to the shower and then probably make some breakfast after that. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like $1,000,000 right now. I'm probably gonna have a crash at some point today with how much sleep I got last night, but I'm actually feeling pretty good, and I'm happy about getting up early, and I'm motivated and inspired to continue to do so. I just showered, I washed my hair. I usually let it air dry for a little bit before I go in with the blow dryer, and I have the Shark, so the other day I did this and it worked really well. I put in the spray that I use, which is, what is it called? It's the pink one, Day, I think that's how you say it, the Day. I just got it at Sephora, and it's like the agave scent, but it smells really good. But I put that in, and then I blow dry it basically until it's completely dry. And then after it's completely dry, almost completely dry, I use the attachment for the curler, which I lost one of the sides, so I have to just use one side the whole time, which is a pain, but it ends up looking really good when it's done. So I'm gonna do that today and hope it lasts me the next couple of days, since I will not be going to yoga tomorrow. But now I'm just doing my skincare, and I know I use a Q-tip to put on my toner because I don't have the actual pads to apply it with. So started with that, but gonna let that dry. I have like this pimple or something, I don't know what it is, but it's really bothering me. I've had it for a while, probably 4 or 5 days, and I usually don't get things like that, but this one is persistent. It won't leave my face and it itches. I've had eczema before around my nose here, so for a minute I thought that's what that was, but I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. We'll see though. I'm monitoring it, and I thought it was going away yesterday, but this morning it was really bright. So that's that. Putting on my Drunk Elephant Bee Hydra Intensive Serum. Supposed to put that on before the vitamin C, but I think mixing them is fine. Put this all over. You can put this on your chest, on your neck, on your shoulders, on your face. Do all of that. I'm gonna do eye patches this morning also, and then let my hair dry a little bit. I'm actually on pace. I wanted to be done with all of my skincare and showering by 8:15 so that I could read for 15 minutes before I start to blow dry my hair. And it's only 7:42. We're on a good pace right now. Okay, it's about 8:05, and since I'm ahead of schedule, I just read another chapter of my book, and now I'm rolling out my face and I put on my eye patches. I swear this thing is way better when you leave it in the freezer, because earlier I was keeping it in the shower and it just wasn't doing the trick, but if it's cold it feels that much better, and it kind of helps wake you up a little bit too. So rolling out my face, probably gonna read another chapter, and then start to blow dry my hair as well. Alright, it is about 9:30, and again, I am a little ahead of schedule, so I just started on my handwritten notes, and I now am starting breakfast, which is when I wanted to start breakfast and do my handwritten notes. So for breakfast, I'm going to make a avocado and lox on a English muffin. I just like English muffins the best because they don't make me feel too full, and they have a lot of fiber in them. So I've been making those, but Miles actually just made some breakfast tacos and they looked so good. I had one bite and he put in some like smashed tater tots, and then he did some ground sausage and cheese, and what else did he put in them? Oh, egg. Of course, the main star of the show. So he did that with some egg and hot sauce. Oh my gosh, so good. I I love breakfast tacos. I just am trying to do something a little more, I don't know, like less, what's the word? Like not as much of the sausage. I would have been fine without the sausage, I feel like, and the tortilla, but I guess the tortilla is not too bad. But I've just been really liking the avocado and lox, and I also want to use my lox. So I have here the wild caught cold smoked wild sockeye salmon with avocado and then I like to do some garlic salt with some black pepper and top it off with some Cholula. Gotta get a spoon. And this avocado is actually in perfect shape right now. So, gonna make up this breakfast. I should probably throw this away, I never used it. Maybe it's fine. And then tonight we are going to make turkey, bacon, avocado, arugula croissants. And I have mini croissants from the bakery that I'm gonna use for those. But I did forget chips, so I'm gonna have to run to the grocery store and grab those for tonight. But this is kind of what I'm making right now for breakfast. So here is the avocado on top of the English muffin, and then I put on some garlic salt and pepper with some Cholula, and then I am just taking a few small pieces of the lox and laying it over the top so it will look like that. And then I'm gonna grab a coffee as well because I need to drink one of those. I usually, if I'm going into the office, I will just basically use the coffee machine there because I actually tend to like it better. But right now, I'm really liking, and I know I said I don't like the Nespresso, but the gingerbread flavor is actually really good. So I'm gonna make one of those to go with my little breakfast. Yum. So good. So I'm writing my notes. I've gotten 3 done, and this one's done. I just need to address the envelope and then write one more card. I'm basically doing 5 right now for the week, but starting in 2024, I want to do some type of combination of 5 handwritten notes, 5 door hangers, something like that per day. So I do want to start getting in the habit of doing that like first thing in the morning. Not first thing, but first thing when I start work. And so for these, I just wrote like happy holidays, hope that you're having a great 2023. Do you have any goals planned for 2024? Any trips? How's the family? Thank you so much for your support in 2023, and can't wait to see what is to come in 2024. Stuff like that. So doing 5 of those, sending them out to different people in my sphere. I do track everything that I do in KV Core, which is, I think, powered by Remax. So I've used other CRMs like RealVolve before, but this is what I'm using right now on my team. So I keep all of my notes in there. I'm gonna send these out on my way to the office. I'm gonna stop by the post office and send those out. I also put a business card in the card when I send it out. So good way to get those things done right away in the morning, because that's something that helps you grow your business rather than actual tasks. Of course, those are the most important. What emails do I need to respond to? What deals are currently active? Things like that. But these things are good to also start early in the morning, because then you just get it out of the way, you're done with it, and it makes you feel accomplished and something you can just check off of your checklist. So gonna finish that, eat my breakfast, and then I'll let you know where we're at. It's 9:45, so I think I was planning on leaving around 11 to run my errands. I'm gonna start planning on doing that around 11, like any errands that I need so that I'm out of the house. And then around noon, I'm either in the office for a meeting or whatever it might be, and or in the home office doing those things. But I do need to get out of the house around 11, and then maybe even if, depending on the day, if I have a later appointment later in the afternoon as well. So I'm gonna finish up breakfast. And okay, it is now 11:15 and I am dropping off my notes just down at the little post office area down the street from us, and then I'm gonna run to the office for a class, and then I'll probably be there for like an hour or two working on some stuff for my closing next Wednesday. And let's see here. Gotta run and drop this real quick. Need to wash my car. You know, when you get out of the car, I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but you get out of the car and your car is dirty, so then when your leg touches the side of the car, it gets all over your pants. That just happened to me. Oh, well, anyways. Anyhow, that concludes the winter morning routine. I know it's not technically winter yet, it's still fall. I think winter starts like the day before Christmas Eve. So that is gonna be my winter routine that I can start January off with. I really do like waking up early in the morning. I feel so accomplished and it's not even noon. So that's my morning routine. Again, it's gonna change when we get the puppy, which I don't even know if I showed y'all the video they posted the other night of the puppies, but I literally started tearing up. They're so dang cute, and their little bellies, and they're getting chunky. Tonight we're actually supposed to hopefully get photos, like actual photos of the dogs. And so Miles and I are gonna pick out our favorites and then not tell each other, and then once we have our favorites, show each other. I know they're gonna look a lot different too when they're grown, like in 3-4 weeks, when pick day actually comes, which is December 16th. They'll look a lot different than they do now. So there's like different qualities that we're looking for, but it's kind of tricky since we're not going to be able to meet them in person. It's all gonna be over the phone, so it's gonna be harder to see their personalities, but I'm so excited, and I check the website every 5 seconds. But my point being, my morning routine is gonna look a little different, so once that does happen, maybe I'll do a morning routine in my life with a puppy. But that's what we're gonna do for now until then. So thank you so much for watching. If you are not subscribed, make sure to subscribe down below. Like this video, comment, leave a comment down below if you like this video, if you like more content like this. I would really appreciate it, and thanks so much for watching.